Welcome back to Dutch football. Next up, we're in the Nijmegen, where home side NEC in the dark strip take on Groningen. Crowd here at the Stadion of 12,000. And NEC this season, because they do change their coach on a semi-regular basis, are coached by Mario Bean. Groningen coached by Ron Jans. This is Romano Denenboom, a great push forward by NEC. And Denenboom, who's been with the club for 4 seasons, fell out with one of their previous coaches, which may have been one of the reasons why Johan Neeskens left. Denenboom, though, was up and down with his form that season as well, but he's been pretty consistent the last 2 years. A nice finish. Poor defending from Gibril Sanku, the number 3 for Groningen, and NEC are ahead 1-0. Groningen looking for options. They could certainly do with a few more players in there, though. That's a nice line through. There's a huge gap. And Mark-Jan Federer so couldn't finish. Easy scoop up for Gabo Babos. It's fallen nicely for Van der Lack. Van der Lack, shadowed now by Pothusen. That's Machis. Nice cross. Claims of offside. They're not playing the whistle. And will the goal stand? It does. It's an easy tap-in the end for Glenn Salmon, the Zimbabwean. Well, they did seem to have a player offside, it would seem, but they hesitated. They paused, and if they'd just all gotten back, they may have been able to prevent that goal from getting through. And it was a nice cross by Danny Boyce. Glenn Salmon finishes off, and that is 1-1 on 34 minutes. Now into the second half, Romano Denenboom getting a touch. There's Denenboom, scorer of the first goal. Back for Alachuri. Not a good connection there by the NEC skipper, Peter Viskerhoff. Viskerhoff up for it. Denenboom seemed to pick up the knock on that occasion. Oh, lovely. Nice work getting around his man. This is Van der Linden. Great work by Van der Linden. Here he is, Antoine Van der Linden. Pops in the cross, and it was perhaps back a little too far, and Danny Boyce was kept right out of the play there. Couldn't do anything about it. Not the best looking clearance, and that will allow, well, certainly get some time to NEC. And a free kick. Peter Vink, the referee, says no doubt about Danny Boyce deliberately bringing down Ruka Verm. And look at the reaction. Look at the reaction from the Groningen keeper, Bas Ruda, screaming at his defender, say, who was watching this guy? And there's the whistle for full-time here at the Stadion. And the final score, 1-1. Goals from Romano Denenboom on 8 minutes, and Glenn Salmon, there he is, of Groningen on 34 minutes. 1-1. Next up, we head to Enschede, where home side FC Twente take on PSV. PSV under their new coach Ronald Koeman, Twente coached by Fred Rutten. Gomez there, the PSV keeper. Kennedy Bakakoglu and Blaise Nkufo, the Congolese international. Blaise Nkufo very much the backbone of the side, though Kennedy Bakakoglu has also come into the fray very much. Bakakoglu getting a touch again. And Aruna Kone comes away with the ball. So there's the Twente bench. This is Jefferson Farfan, a Peruvian international. This is Jefferson Farfan, out wide for Philippe Cocu, and there's another ball on the pitch. Well, look, there's two balls. One's gone out to Aruna Kone, and I can honestly say I don't know where the second ball came from. But the referee looks like he is... he's cautioning one of the Twente players. It's Rob Vailart, for kicking the ball perhaps in the path of one of the other players. What was the other ball doing on the pitch? You'd think the referee just would have stopped play to get the spare ball off, why it was there. Perhaps kicked in by the crowd as a joke. Blaise Nkufo, not the sort of player you want to mess around with. He has huge physical presence on the pitch. There he is. The rain still coming down here in the second half. Just a reminder, 0-0 at half-time. And looking to finish just over the top. Charbel Tuma will feel a little hard done by there. PSV on the move. Aruna Kone. Still Kone, the Ivorian international, has slipped on the ball. Can't believe that PSV would have honestly called for a penalty there. Blaise Nkufo out on his own, just the keeper to beat. He's perhaps waited too long, but the finish is good nonetheless. 1-0. 1-0 on home soil. And Blaise Nkufo, that was really poor defending by PSV. They left Gomez really with no chance whatsoever. So the reigning champions trailing 1-0 to the consistently mid-table side, FC Twente. It's Alex who's come up from central defence. In fact, they've all come up. And well, no. It's not allowed. Jefferson Farfan popped that one in the back of the net. Michael Lamy. Ball up from Michael Lamy, and straight to Sander Boschke in goal for FC Twente. This would be a huge win for Twente if they can pull it off. And for Jason Kalina, an Australian international, had a good World Cup campaign. Kalina again. Kennedy Bakakoglu sends it forward to Blaise Nkufo. Shadowed by Carlos Salcido. Now getting some attention from Afellay. Ibrahim Afellay, the young prodigy of PSV, who's had to come right back. Salcido. And it takes two of them to keep the ball away from Blaise Nkufo. Michael Lamy claiming there's been a little too much body contact there, and perhaps there was from Baz Siboun, number FC Twente, number 20. Referee Dick Van Egmond Takes another look at his watch and then blows for full time here. And a huge upset, a big win. There goes Ronald Koeman, the PSV coach. And 3 very important points for FC Twente. And finally, it's a Feyenoord in the red and white against Heracles Almelo. Feyenoord, coached by Erwin Koeman. Heracles, coached by Ruud Brood. And a crowd of 40,000 here at the De Kuip, the home ground of Feyenoord. Feyenoord with a chance, but just off to the right. Considerably better weather here than we've seen. Well, one of the linesmen has gone down. We didn't see whether that was a knock from another player or whether he's just collapsed. But we've got quite a few people rushing over. There's the linesman on the other side. There's the referee. So it's the linesman who's down, not the referee. And he is off. Well, it happened off camera, and we can only assume that he collapsed rather than being clattered by another player, because if that had happened, we probably would have had it on replay. So they replace him. And the match continues. And down the other end, Heracles looking to get into it. Heracles newly promoted last season, and in their opening match on home soil, they held PSV Eindhoven to a 1-1 draw. There's Erwin Koeman. So Heracles can hold their own, and the mere fact here in the second half now that they are still in the top flight. Oh, and a yellow card comes out, the first of the match, and it's for Andre Bahia. Pierre Van Hooijdonk. One player jumps over, Van Hooijdonk takes it anyway, and very unlucky. That was a superb strike. Van Hooijdonk really latching onto that one. And it was Nicky Hofs who balked at it and jumped over and left it for Van Hooijdonk, who started off with NAC Breda last season and then changed to Feyenoord, back with his old club. He's been in and around Europe for much of his career, and never the most popular player on the field. Very controversial, and just missing again on that occasion. Well, try as he might, Benjamin De Quela can't get through. Player down in the box, but referee Tom van Schiem says play on. Oh, nice touch, and he appeared to have been dragged down, perhaps. And you can never condone diving, but he was grappled with terribly, and he probably should have gone down, because he had to make a major effort to stay on his feet, and he really did deserve either a free kick or a penalty there. So that is a shame for Heracles. There's Ruud Brood, their coach. Stefan Tanga, who spent many years with Utrecht before coming over to Heracles at the start of this season. An easy take for the keeper. Henk Timmer punts that one back upfield, and already a few spectators are leaving, as it looks like this may peter out into a 0-0 draw. But perhaps not. Oh, a great chance. Goes begging. And really, that was very close to being 1-0. Nicky Hoff's a Feyenoord, and there's the Feyenoord coach who won't be happy. Heracles, though, will be very happy, taking 1 point from Feyenoord. And there's Dirk Kuyt, who's heading off to Liverpool, former Feyenoord player. And there's the table after the second round of play. AZ sitting on top, though, of course, very early days. AZ followed by Heerenveen, Ajax, JC, Groningen, Heracles, PSV, Vitesse and Twente in 9th place with 3 points. Then it's Willem II, Sparta Rotterdam, Excelsior and NAC sitting rock bottom, not doing too well at this early stage. Top scorers at the moment in the Dutch league. It's headed by Wesley Sneijder of Ajax with 4 goals, Simon Siemer with AZ with 3, Kovermans of AZ also with 3, Alves of Heerenveen with 3, and Stein Schaars getting on the board. He has 2 goals also for AZ. That's all we have time for this week. Join us again same time next week for more action from the Dutch Football League. Bye for now.